most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Alright guys, back again. This is my little aquaponics pond, I call it. This is how I feed my garden there. It's kind of like my science garden. I got to clean it up for the year. So I have to clean the pond up. Those are dead cattails. I cut them down every year. This is a water feature where it's just a flipped upside down aquarium. And what I do is I mounted it level below the surface of the water. And basically I just stick a shot vac up and suck the air out if you're not familiar with how this works. Once you pull the hose out, the water stays. And it creates a little viewing area where fish can swim up above the surface. I think this is extremely cool. We've got 3 years of fish that I added. I added a bunch of little feeders last year. That's the little ones that you see. Those are perch. And there appears to be 2 or 3 giant gold ones, and then 1 goldfish that has a brownish color that's highly aggressive. That's the only ones I've seen. At one point I think I saw about 6 of the little perch at once, so there's probably a lot more. There might even be more goldfish. I might just be seeing the same ones. As you can see, there's one down in there. That's a copper bucket, and it's full of rocks, and underneath those big rocks are expanded clay grow rocks, which I have surrounding the filter pump, and so that acts as like a biofilter before it ever hits the filtration on the pump. Keeps that flowing for a long time, and it pumps out of those 2 hoses. One goes to this bird bath that the birds and insects just love, and it just flows over the edge and back and down and in, which oxygenates the water. And same thing, the other one pumps out of there, out of that little faucet there. And yeah, so it's pretty neat. Yeah, obviously the color is not beautiful. Let me turn off the light here. Color's not beautiful, but it's not perfectly clear, but it's close enough to enjoy viewing this fish. So but yeah, so what I do is I have another aeration pump that I don't have in right now. I'm gonna put it back in. And the story, what I came to tell you about, which is pretty crazy, is last year probably 25, maybe 30 times I had to come out here, stick the shot vac hose under the ledge under there up into the top, because like an air bubble forms, and then the water level just gradually drops from the top down, and kind of goes faster and faster as more and more air gets in there. But so this winter I actually forgot to take the aquarium out, and I thought it was going to be broken, and lo and behold, spring comes, and that one of those little glass jars that was right there broke. The aquarium was fine, and the craziest part, and explain this to me, the water is right up to the top. No air bubble, just like literally right up to the top. It blows and defies all explanation. Like, I don't know. Sure, there's a scientific explanation, but it's pretty nifty. I just thought I'd tell you about that and show you my little aquaponics pond. I use this water. It's got, we got some frogs in there. We've got these cattails grow, and then we've got fish. And probably some little snails. I think I've seen a couple. So that water though, I take and I water the entire garden with. I have a pump in the bottom that runs through. I'll show you. I have to till and clean my garden, but these are all hydroponics sites all the way along the border of my garden. I got like 70 feet of them, and so yeah, the water pumps through that hose through the center there, and then all the way down and around the border of my garden, and it waters all of my garden because there's holes all through the bottoms on each planting site, which allows water to flow down and out, and also lets the roots grow out of each one of those planting sites into the ground. And there's my little alligator, and there's a little island kind of right there where just the cattails just grow there. And look, this fish like to go up in that little swamp. They love it. But anyway, until next time, glad you could join me. Have a good night.